To show you guys how I'm taking this gold gem treadmill here and turning it into a walking desk. Let me find the wrapper and I'll show you here. Okay, so I bought a 36-inch shelf. If you've got angled bars like these that don't come down even with the ground, you're going to need to figure out a way to build up the shelf. So what I did, you can see right here, is I took, it's about 3 inches tall, 2 pieces of scrap wood that I had, painted them black, and added a touch of Velcro there, Velcro here, just to keep it from rattling. Same thing on the other side. And then right here, I drilled a couple of holes, one on each side of the shelf, and I used these things that you can get at Home Depot. They're called gear ties. They're essentially reusable twist ties that are a little bit wider, and you can see they're really pretty easy to manipulate. The shelf that I have is a 36-inch shelf. That's a 12-inch tie. And what I did was, I don't know if you can see in between there, I wrapped it around the shelf first so it's nice and snug so there won't be any rattling, and then came down and tied it below. The next step in this is going to be to attach a 48-inch shelf just above the top of the treadmill, eye level with me, and I'll show you how that's done in a bit. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be using. A couple of, they're 10 inches long and 12 inches across, brackets to hang on the wall. I'm going to find a couple of studs. There'll be a, you can see the line where it's going to go across. And I'm using a 48-inch shelf just to give me some extra space to sit things other than monitors. I will show you how it all looks when I'm done. Okay, so here's pretty much what the finished product looks like. Here's from the side where you can see the shelf mounted. I found a pretty nifty box of screws. Let's see if you can. They're shelf bracket screws. Let's see if it'll focus. They were like $1. Anyway, it comes with 6 1/2-inch screws and 6 1.25-inch screws, and the 1.25-inch screws of course went into the studs in the wall, and the 1/2-inch screws are holding the shelf bracket on. Sorry about the book, my glorious monitor raiser. You can spend a couple $1,000 for essentially the same thing. Here's what it looks like standing on it. My arm will be at a 90-degree angle, and I'll set this to about 1 mile an hour, 1.5 miles an hour with the monitors at eye level. So if you want to spend a couple $1,000 or more, you can get cord management and all that stuff. Or you can spend, well, if you've already got a treadmill, the shelves, these little ties back here, and the shelf bracket that you see, and the screws that went with the shelf bracket cost about $20. So you can have yourself a walking treadmill or a walking desk, if you will. Let me slide back a little further so you can see it. For about $20. So there's the puppy. She's checking everything out. So there's the walking desk. Good luck, and I hope it works out.